Home insurance prices will continue rising. That was the message from industry experts this week as they gathered to discuss the state's insurance crisis. ABC 10's Becca Hodbecker joins us in studio to explain why.
Homeowners insurance, renters insurance, condo insurance, it's all getting more expensive. And just this week, California's insurance commissioner approved State Farm's emergency rate hike request. Now, we've told you about changes the commissioner put into place last year to address the crisis, but are they working? Industry leaders weighed in.
It's going to be a higher price environment. It's not a joy to say that. That is just the reality.
That's Rex Frazier, president of the Personal Insurance Federation of California. He's a lobbyist for the insurance industry and spoke Wednesday at the California Insurance Crisis Conference, where panelists discussed availability and affordability in a crisis that has ballooned over the better part of the past decade and will continue to get more expensive.
Are we going to get fewer fires? Are we going to get fewer losses, particularly when there's more homes near the fire? Of course not.
We also heard from consumer advocate Amy Bach, executive director of the nonprofit United Policyholders.
The days of paying $1,000 a year for your home insurance long behind us. People understand that. They're willing to pay more to keep their assets protected, but the problem is like how much more, right? So we're hearing insane premium quotes from non-admitted and also Fair Plan.
The Fair Plan is California's bare-bones, high-cost fire insurance of last resort. As of March, the Fair Plan has more than 570,000 policies in force, a number that is more than double what it was just 2.5 years prior. That's because as companies in the regular insurance marketplace have limited where they write policies, people have been forced to turn to the Fair Plan for fire coverage.
The Fair Plan has to modernize to meet this moment.
California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara also spoke at the conference. He highlighted his sustainable insurance strategy implemented late last year, which ABC 10 has reported on extensively. It makes changes to California's insurance regulations, such as allowing insurers to use forward-looking catastrophe modeling when pricing policies. State law requires insurers to get permission from the state before raising rates. Frazier says the state doesn't make those determinations quickly enough.
The average rate approval time is a year. Now, I don't know what business can do effective business on terms like that, where you can't change your prices for a year, and at the end of that year, you might get half of what you requested, and immediately you're asking for more.
That is what State Farm, California's largest home insurer, argues, and why they asked the California Department of Insurance for an emergency rate increase after the LA wildfires. After months of back and forth, the commissioner granted the request on Tuesday, an average increase of 17%. ABC 10 asked him about that decision at the conference.
The decision was a tough one. We either allow for this increase to ensure that we keep, State Farm customers covered, or else they lose their coverage and end up in the Fair Plan, further exacerbating the insurer of last resort.
He says he will continue to fight to make home insurance more available. At the conference, Commissioner Lara also announced the creation of a statewide task force focused on smoke damage claims. He says the state currently lacks consistent standards for covering that hazard, and that has become glaringly obvious in the wake of the Southern California wildfires. Alex?
All right, Becca, thank you. The To The Point team spent months digging into the home insurance crisis, hearing from homeowners, Congress members, and even the insurance commissioner himself about how we got to this point and what could be done to help. You can stream our Emmy-nominated special investigation right now on the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app.